And then we've got, obviously, the mother of Grabbits playing the Interceptor today. Ooh, nice. Nice little celebration there.
Okay, I've just had a thumbs up from the man in the corner. We fixed the
echo?
We want to recap actually over the storm. Apparently it was really, really bad. Very sorry to everybody in the chat.
So we are 100% less echo right now.
We are, yes, better. Thank you. Finally, storm.
Perfect.
Thanks. Yes,
Excellent.
it's fixed. Okay, we are good.
Cool.
Very sorry, guys.
No worries. So this is the Interceptor, right? Sleek. It's the fastest, right? If you got the need for speed, Interceptor, that's all you. We call the Interceptor essentially the Space Ninja.
I like the Interceptor. Reminds me a lot of like a super bike.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's got that design to it.
Straight
Missing the
lines.
wheels.
Yeah.
Although you'd argue faster.
Definitely wheelless. Why use wheels when you can fly?
Exactly.
Just saying.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, cool. What? I don't know if we're allowed to do this. I'm going to leave it up to the chat.
Okay.
So basically, people of the chat, we know obviously the Grabbits are a really big thing. You guys love them. Some of you hate them.
Storm likes Grabbits too.
Storm likes Grabbits. We can do this how you want. Do you want us to go do some Grabbit hunting? We can go and do that. Is hunting the right word, or should we go hunting or spotting? I think
community choice.
Community
is this what
choice.
We're doing?
Do you want to go hunting or do you want to go spotting? I think that's fair.
What are they saying?
Don't know. Let's see. We're away from. Yeah, they're just saying yes.
To both.
They're just saying yes.
Yeah.
Hunt.
Hunt.
Yeah, hunting, spot. Okay, it's a bit. Oh, actually, no. There's a lot of hunt. Wow, you guys are mean. So there was. Yes, they are. They're down there still. So if you look down off that edge. So should we fly down there and take a look?
I think we should.
Let's get up close. Mother of Grabbits, try not to shoot any like you did in rehearsals. Well, yeah. Anyway, don't kill them all before we get there. So these little guys, what are they about? What's the secret with these guys? Are these like the? Are we going to get to the end of the game and find out that these are actually the bad guy? Is that the plot twist?
I can't get into the lore and the story in this session. Let's just say the Grabbits are present in the world of Anthem, or not present. I think we're supposed to be hunting right now, aren't we?
We are supposed to be. Yeah, we are hunting. So, yeah, that's. Oh no. I'm going to be honest.
A little.
They're not the strongest enemies we've encountered. They don't seem particularly.
No.
They're all starting to run away. Actually,
Yeah,
now
they are
all off.
Yeah.
There's a nice little pod of them down here. Look at the bottom of this hill.
Oh, where you at?
I want to see if I can mortar them. Is mortaring them allowed, chat? Should we mortar the Grabbits? You see?
Ooh.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I want to put one down the hill.
Well, acid strike.
Watch
out for the toxins on that. Who was that? The Ranger?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, Interceptor.
You see these guys down here at the bottom?
Where are you at?
I'm. See them? Right, you ready? You ready? Boom!
Little mortar action.
Oh.
Good night.
Oh, I missed.
Get back on the mission.
Okay, yeah, let's get back on the mission. Let's head back up to the platform and let's start the mission properly.
Cool.
So, I mean, for me, when we've been doing rehearsals, this is kind of one of the cool things for me is that, yes, we're on a mission, but actually, if you want to sort of mess about and just fly around and explore and stuff, you can do that too.
It's up to you.
I've got to boot the chat back up because my laptop just left.
No worries. Why don't I set up the mission?
We have done this before, I swear. Yeah, you set up the mission. Tell us a bit about it.
So this mission is called the Lost Arcanist, right? So we were back in Fort Tarsis inside the protective walls in our beautiful world that is Anthem. A Corvus agent by the name of Tassin has approached us to find one of their lost Arcanists by the name of Matthias. Apparently Matthias is out there, and the Arcanists, they search for Shaper runes and things like that out in the actual world outside the protective walls of again, Fort Tarsis. Our job is to actually go find Matthias. With the help of our Cypher Owen, who again is the eyes and ears of any freelancer, he's going to help guide us through the mission.
He's like our man in the chair, basically. He's back at base, watching everything that's going on.
You got it. So let's jump on this.
You're heading down,
right? So again, here's our beautiful world of Anthem. Owen, what you guys missed while we were on the platform during the setup there, he's kind of let us know that, hey, I've got a signal. I've got a beat here on Matthias. Come check it out. as I skim the water here, you'll see that I'm actually cooling down my javelin.
That's cool. I love that. You can also do that by flying through waterfalls and like actually when you dip into water as well. You've seen a lot of that in our trailers.
Absolutely.
Like it is super cool. Like when you're running hot and you just happen to just catch a waterfall, they all seem to be conveniently placed, and you just straight through them.
There's no
cool
accident,
jets,
right?
and then you're off.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, and it's a really cool moment when you do it as well, especially the first time.
Oh, it's awesome. So this is an Arcanist camp, right? So this was kind of the first signal. Owen, again, he gave us sort of some intel that obviously Matthias has been here, right? But he's definitely not here right now. So here's our first clue. Again, we're going to kind of check out the signal here, see if we can actually locate.
Oh, hang on.
Our good friend.
Detecting another radio. Same frequency.
What you're not hearing right now in this build, again, this is alpha footage, right? So my player voice actually isn't happening, so I'm letting Owen know that we can actually find him. He's told us to go find and follow this signal, right?
So these things here that we're going to fly through, these are basically the beacons that have been put down
Yeah, these
for
are
us?
essentially the signals that Owen's actually locating and using for us to follow.
I've marked for better reception.
There's a lot of trees in the game. Did you guys spend a lot of time in the forest taking pictures of trees and modeling trees? Like, was there like a big developer expedition to the rainforest in Brazil?
It was, it was balanced out between Austin and Edmonton, and so we did a lot of tree hunting. No, not really.
Okay, so this bit, the Lost Arcanist that we're coming up to, he is he part of a group? Is this like a faction that we'll interact a lot with during
yeah, the
the
Arcanists
game?
are all throughout Fort Tarsus. There's a lot of them, right? Matthias is one of the main ones. Again, not to divulge too much of the storyline and that kind of stuff, but he's definitely a present in our world.
Just realised I wasn't paying attention to where I was flying, and I went
And you went
really
off
off
beat
into
path.
the wrong
It's all
direction.
good.
There we go.
So this is our next location here. We've come upon another camp.
Okay, so what we've got to do here is basically just we're hoping to find him here.
We're hoping he's here.
Oh, I've seen a box. Are we allowed to open some loot boxes?
You can open loot
No,
boxes
I
if
think you
want.
need to open some loot boxes so that people can see, because there's one down here if you come over near me.
I'm doing a mission right now.
No, come on, this is a particularly glowy one.
This one's just, where are you at?
Glowy.
I don't know, hang on, where are you?
There you
There you are, look.
There you are.
Come down these stairs, let's take a look.
So this is the freedom of Anthem. You can be on a mission with somebody who's in dire straits.
I'll get out your way.
Meanwhile, just be going and looking out for loot, right? There, I got a little bit of loot. Awesome.
So there's lots of stuff like that. There's like
There is,
resources in
right?
the world, like
Yeah.
there's lots of
Yeah.
little things that you can interact with and sort of learn more about.
There is for sure.
But we should really be saving our
try to
Arcanist.
stay with me because right now we're using the search mechanic.
I didn't mean to derail it. It was just the chat. I
Oh,
could
no.
see them all going on about
it's-
the boxes in the world. They wanted to see some
I
loot.
totally get it, right? So we're using our search mechanic right now to actually find another clue.
So this is this green thing up at the top.
That's exactly what that is, right? So again, using the storm, this is kind of my sprint, right? Again, hovering, using that SEALs technology. And here
Signal
it is. I
device
found it.
found. Using it to locate Matthias. This search
How
is
you guys
taking
doing?
too long, and it's too quiet.
Good.
That's good.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yes.
So right now we're kind of solving this radio mystery, right? Uh-oh, I think we've got some company.
Oh, okay.
The scars getting in the
coming.
way of the search. Do something.
Yeah, so like we've been talking about all week, right? The fact that we're all playing 4 different javelins, right? Endless combinations as far as what people can do. We could play 4 Colossuses if we wanted, right? Right now we're obviously choosing to play with each of our different ones. You can see Lee up there in the front using the Colossus. He's kind of our big heavy. He can take the most damage. That's definitely where he wants to be when we engage in battle.
I'm going to be honest, I'm a big fan of this shield and some of like the special run charge things you can do with it.
Oh,
We'll show a little bit of that. We'll show some of the abilities actually later. We'll get through this fight so we can show them off properly.
Yeah, what you want to
really
do though
cool.
is you want to come back inside this beacon. There we go.
Oh,
You
okay.
just solved that puzzle.
This is,
right?
I'm not playing the game properly, am I?
Oh, it's okay. You can't know what you don't know.
Radio.
Let's take out these Scar, right?
Yes.
So what can you tell us about these guys? Are these just the bad guys and we'll learn more about them later?
Yeah,
or?
they're definitely one of the bad guys, right? They're not the Dominion, which other people out there already know. They're the big bad guys.
These are just cannon fodder. Basically, these are an inconvenience is what these guys are.
These guys are just in the way.
I mean, they're brave going up against. I mean,
destroy
what
any
they,
hives you see.
what are they even wearing? There's
I'm gonna
no
use
armor
my,
on
I'm
these
gonna use my
guys.
Storm Ultimate on this thing and just completely get rid of this
Oh,
hive.
okay, that was cool.
Right? Every one of the elements. Every one of the elements. Boom.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
See you later. Bye, hive. Right? So obviously you want to take out these hives, get rid of the, because that's what's actually generating these enemies, the scar. How you doing, Interceptor?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you any rabbits over there? No?
No.
Little lightning strike.
The Interceptor does look a little bit like a grabbit. I've just noticed. Maybe the pilot for the Interceptor is a grabbit.
Quickly.
Have I died?
I'm taking some
Was that
damage
you?
here. I was taking some damage.
Just have to work
It's
on
me. I'm not
clearing
playing.
out
It's
the
just
What you guys probably
basically
picked up on there is I was not hovering, and that's when the storm is at its strongest from a defensive perspective, right? So while I was actually on the ground, like now, right, I'm susceptible to damage, right? So I want to actually stay in this hover.
And
As some of the squad that I regularly play Battlefield and other games with, they will tell you that when you're playing a game with me, you're playing on hard mode.
Okay.
I'm a liability.
Fair, okay, you are the X factor in the wrong direction.
I'm the hard mode.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So you put the non-team in team.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh well, that's too bad. I didn't get to choose my teammates.
Okay, so we've got some more flying to do now.
We do.
nothing. We just lost the radio.
The world is
signal.
huge.
But
I mean,
we're
we can
close.
basically fly
We're
around
alive.
pretty much everything we can see here, right? And even more that we can't see, all the stuff that's at the ground.
Absolutely. The only thing that's really containing you, obviously, is
Got a
you
bunch
can't
of
fly
scars.
forever,
Yeah.
right? Like we kind of talked about before, right? Beautiful open world, lots of
I've
things
never
to
seen
do,
this much
lots
scar
of loot
activity.
to
What is
get,
going on?
lots of enemies to fight, a lot of creatures, very dangerous, right? I'm gonna pick up some health.
Oh, I ran out of ammo. Here we go. I've got a grenade launcher now.
We got it. There we go. We're kind of fighting the perfect fight right now. It's almost like we've rehearsed this. Oh, wait a minute.
Located the radio we were tracking. The scars got into it. We fixed that.
Here's our
I bet
next
we reached
clue.
Matthias.
Okay.
Right?
So actually, I'll tell you before. I want to get a bit. I haven't been paying a lot of attention to the chat, and I know we've had like the
Yep.
we had the Anthem AMAAA. How many A's do we have?
Four.
A's. 4
5
A's.
total.
We've had like that going on as well, so we've been asking for your guys' questions coming on Twitter. If you still want to send some of those into us, you can. Obviously, we'll try and get to as many questions on the chat too as we come along, and I'm not trying to die basically. But Kajuki's here. Kajuki,
Hey.
one of the game changers. You've played the game before. You was with us at you was at the Gamescom. You had a hands-on on that version, and that's kind of the video that a lot of you guys would have already seen. That big 20-minute long video.
You got it.
So you've obviously already gone hands-on with that, which is really cool.
Yes.
You enjoying your time with it? How's this new mission? You enjoying it?
Again, we're
location.
looking for Matthias.
Calling anyone in the area. I need help.
There he
There are
is.
scars everywhere.
I'm asking Matthias if he can hear me,
So I can
right?
hear you, thank goodness.
And now he
You
can.
can.
I'm hiding, but the
Great.
scars are searching. I can see them.
Actually, I know what we should do probably before we fly away, because I'm sure some of the chat want to see it. Like, do you want to show off some of our special abilities?
Yeah, let's do it.
Like a little bit of that. I mean, I only say so because I've got my Ultra, and every time I've tried to fire it in rehearsals, I've ended up shooting somebody in the back of the head or launching it straight into a tree. So it feels like a controlled environment here.
It does.
Um,
Who do you want your target to be with that
so
ultimate?
I
think you should.
no, I don't know. I just want to
Oh.
put it over there. See where that radar thingy is?
Yeah,
This thing.
do it.
So, activating your ultimate. So actually, before I do it,
Yeah.
maybe give us a little bit. What should I be doing when I'm using my ultimate playing as a Colossus?
I mean, well, with any of your javelins, what you should be doing from an ultimate perspective is choosing the timing very, very well, right? So the ultimate is obviously where you're playing with Xbox controllers right now. Pressing up on the D-pad will actually engage that ultimate. It's the siege cannon. That's the ultimate essentially for the Colossus character. It's kind of like the most explosive, destructive weapon you can think of. If you want something to disappear, use the ultimate, right? That's kind of how you're going to finish off some of your heavy bosses, right? Or if you want to finish off multiple targets, that's your choice. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. Right. So I'm going to power this one up. Let's hope I don't launch it straight into the rock. There we go. So I've got a few of these, and
Yeah.
you couldn't see it on my screen, but there was like a little timer thing going around. Is that basically I can just as many as I can punt out in that time?
Absolutely. So it's a duration-based system, right? If you get 1 attack off, that's what you get, right? If you can get 3 off, that's typically what I get off because I noticed you only got 2 off.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But better luck.
I was talking.
Right.
I've also got my shield. This is super cool. I love this. Sorry, I'll come over here. My favourite thing to do with this shield is this burst charge.
Yeah.
That is a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's definitely what you want to use the Colossus for, right? You want the Colossus to be front lines, front and center.
You can do this while you're not going to be able to see it properly, but you can do it while flying too, which is super cool. I really love this.
I lost you.
You've lost me. I'm above you. There.
Oh, there you go. Oh. That's yeah. I mean, if you want to do that, sure you can.
I mean, get down low.
Yeah.
Just bowling pin into a load of enemies.
Absolutely.
Super cool. So, I suppose let's take a look at the Interceptor. A lot of people in the chat want to see some more Interceptor.
Yes.
This is your moment to shine, Mother of Grabbids. Don't fly away.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's me.
There's the Interceptor. That's the Interceptor's ultimate.
So this is like a really cool like hack and slash moment. You'll dart around all the enemies on the battlefield.
Well, the ultimate for the Interceptor is essentially using your dual blades, right, like a ninja would, and going from opponent to opponent to opponent and taking them out through time. While you're in that state, the defense for the Interceptor increases, right? So you're less susceptible to damage while in that state, right? So you're kind of supercharged, if you will, right? Make sense?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
What else have we got? I think we've seen your super already, which is awesome. Is there anything else special about the Storm you want to be able to show off?
Yeah, well, the Storm, like one of my, let's see, what haven't I shown, right? Again, the Storm's hover ability, right? What you're seeing here is ice shards, right? Essentially, when I hit the opponents with this, I'll both do some damage and freeze them, right? I've already shown off the electrical storm, right? You can see that I'm actually able to hover in the air for quite long, right?
Yeah, so
that's
you
kind of
can,
one
you
of the
could,
abilities.
like, so I guess that's kind of like one of the things, like the Colossus.
Yes.
I can hover for a decent amount of time, but he's a heavy dude.
Yeah, and you're going to run out because you don't have that. You don't have the seals ability that I actually have, right? And what you're also seeing around me right now is actually a defensive shield, right? So this is the state that you want to play in when you're actually playing with the Storm. Again, probably more of a ranged attack type javelin, right? So you want to stay away. You want to stay in the air because that's where your defense is best, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to get too close.
Okay, cool. I think we should probably crack on with the mission.
Yeah, because I think Matthias was
in trouble.
He was in trouble, and we're not too much of a hurry. Hopefully he's still there.
Okay, here's another one of my favourite bits. Get down by the water, cool off your jets.
Yes.
Your jets.
Oh, and try not to crash into the water like I often do.
You guys coming?
So here we are. Yeah, I'm just right behind you. So this whole new area now. So I've seen this question come up in the chat, and I didn't quite get the person's name, but it's basically like this whole world. Is it open to us?
It is.
It's not like we're not constrained. I mean, I know we've kind of been following the path here a little bit at the start, but like we could just fly off anyway, really.
We could. While you're on a mission, right now we're playing a party, right? So there will be party gather, right? Because we obviously want to stay on the mission together, right? So the game will help us along from that perspective for sure.
Okay, so we're gonna hop down. Hopefully save Matthias.
However you want to say
Matthias.
Oh, he's surrounded by
Okay, he's already
Scar
busy.
here.
He's already busy.
Let's take out the Scar.
He seems to be fine in one piece so far.
Yes, I'm fine.
Little electrical storm.
So these scrappers, where are they coming
What's
from?
happening with the stars?
Are they coming from
Something has
underground?
them enraged.
These guys are being spawned. They could be spawned from some hives that we just don't see right now. They could have be teleported in through the portal hole.
Got Matthias. He looks okay, I think.
I was so absorbed in my research, I failed to
There's
notice when the
Matthias.
camps had stopped
Okay.
reporting in.
What's up, buddy?
Oh no, hang on. We've got trouble.
Oh, got another wave. Yeah, there's the teleporter.
Looks like he's having a bad day.
Got some more Scar coming in.
I'd love to know how he got here. I mean, it's took us 45 minutes to get here, and we're flying. I mean, admittedly, we've messed around a little bit.
We don't really know how long he's been gone. attack.
Ultimate.
Where you at?
Oh, Kajuki's popping the ultimate.
Just pulling the trigger. Micro missiles painting those targets.
Oh damn, we've got a big one.
If you had to pick a favourite ultimate, who's would it be?
Big guy ahead.
I'd like the Interceptor's ultimate, to be honest with you.
Yeah?
Yeah, just I love the fact
This
that,
guy is here.
you know, the little Space Ninja gets in there, uses dual blades, and just carves things up.
Oh, behind.
So what's going on with this guy here?
Well, this is Scar
He
Head.
kind of looks
right?
a bit like me.
Yeah, he's we don't want to mess with him for too long, right? Oh, yeah, he's got his flamethrower out, right? And he's got this big shield.
I think I have the aggro.
Uh-oh.
He seems to be pretty
Yeah, he'd take a lot of
good
damage.
for you.
He'll soak up some bullets.
So this is basically like a little mini boss for the level, I guess.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where'd
I've
he go?
lost him now, actually. Where'd he go?
Where'd he go? Uh-oh.
There he is.
Yeah,
He took advantage of us all not paying attention.
yeah,
and
he
headed straight for the tires.
completely snuck under us here. I gotta get some of this health.
On the right. Behind you.
Well, you know what, Lee?
What? You want to leave him?
I think that's it.
Scar leader's
Yeah?
down.
Yeah.
Let's clean up the rest of them now, shall we?
There you go. That obviously isn't all. There's a hell of a lot more.